everybody was watching all that.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy C Sims, and this is That Comic Show. Comic Book Tuesdays. As you can see, got my big old bag right here. I'm gonna reach in. Now, every Tuesday I take out a new comic book because I don't like to just know what comic book I'm about to read, because I want to go through this fresh with you guys. See, same thing as last time. Remember last week? For those who was watching, last week I had a two-sided joint. I got another two-sided joint. I'm gonna look at this first side right here. This is from Variant Comic Books. Variant Comic Books. And this is called Bloodshot. Not Deadshot. Bloodshot and Hard Corps 14. Issue 14. Now, it's Comic Book Tuesday. I'm gonna reach in here and pull out a comic book that I haven't even seen and I haven't even wanted to see yet, because I want you guys to see what I see. All right. Now, looking at a Marvel comic today. Marvel comic, The Death of Joe Hallen, the Nam. The Nam. This looks like, clearly this is in Vietnam. This is set in Vietnam. This is Marvel Comics once again, and we start this comic book off right in the middle of Nam, the death of Joe Hallen. So it looks like that Joe is going to die. I don't know who Joe is. But we look at the comic book, and this is clearly, this looks like an Archie comic, actually. To be honest with you, this looks like an Archie comic. This comic book was written, let me see, when was this written, when was this drawn? This looked like this was 57. Whoa, 1957 we're looking at. So we are looking at here right in the Vietnam War. So we see the troops, the Japanese troops. We also see some African Americans here. We also see some American, Caucasian. So this is a multicultural type of comic book, clearly. And we're seeing here and we're looking at this. Now, this story looks like that this is taking part of them sneaking up on the enemy. And all this is happening right now. And this guy right here, I don't know who he is, but he's a sleazy guy. And he is in the middle of the jungle on a phone call, drinking coffee. What kind of disrespectful stuff is that? And it looks like that one of the guys here pulls out a gun. He's saying that this dude is a spy and he is spying on us and he is giving information to the opposition. So it looks like that they're about to take this man out, and all of a sudden they get ambushed. Look at that. How quick is that? They get ambushed and they're going in and they're fighting, and this war is happening and everything is going down. This guy right here, this is Joe, I'm assuming. Joe finds cover inside of this house, inside of this hut, and inside this hut we see some Japanese and Vietnamese. Actually, we see some Vietnamese hiding there, and it looks like that they are going to get out of there and they're going to free these captors. This is pretty historical. Obviously, this is not really one of those standard Marvel comics with powers and all that stuff. This is just a telling of a story of a man that is in the middle of Vietnam, and he is here to help and save these Vietnamese. And it looks like that's exactly what he did. He gets his air support, and they are out here and they're getting them out of this jungle, getting them into safety. And now, oh man, this is really old school. Whew. This is really old school. So it looks like that some of the enemies have gotten onto the chopper, and he's blasting these guys off the chopper like it's nothing. And during this whole time, it looks as though that this guy still have his gun drawn on this quote-unquote spy and all that stuff. And yeah, this is just a really, really historical type of comic book, showing you what it was back in the day in the Vietnam War. And it looks like that they still got this man Joe. Joe is literally still doing his thing. And yeah, we get to the end here, and it looks like that. All right, they get to where they need to be on the other side. So it looked like Joe Hallen, the guy that they were trying to save, is the one that died. Interesting. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, this comic book was really just a comic book talking about Vietnam, really. If you like that historical stuff, like I said before, I really don't like that historical stuff in my comic books. I want superpowers and destruction and cosmic and all that stuff. But if you're into stuff like this, definitely check out The Death of Joe Hallen, the Nam. Death of Joe Hallen, the Nam. And once again, this was a Marvel comic book written in the 50s, 1957, June 1957. This costs $1.50. Man, oh man, comic books don't cost that much no more. And just to let you know, head over to your comic book shop right now. You can get your hands on some of the newest comic books, some of the newest theories, and some of the newest things. They're not going to cost $1.50, but you can definitely get a piece of that, and you can keep it here in your heart and in your stash or whatever you have it. Anyway, this is your boy Sam's. This is Comic Book Tuesday. Yeah, I'm probably not going to read this comic book all the way through again. I like the comic book. I liked how it looked. I mean, it looked like an Archie comic, honestly. But yeah, I'm just not into this. I rather Powers and Destruction. Yeah, Sam's out.